I see so many people are complaining about Saudi's reaction to the current Gaza-Israeli problems. That the ceasefire call from Saudi Arabia is not enough. That the Saudis need to come with fire and brimstone and fight back the Israeli to protect the interests of the Muslim Palestinians. Otherwise, the Saudi is not doing the right thing. It's not being the stalwart and the leader of the Muslim world. I think most of you don't understand that Saudi Arabia is one of the most professional, most brutally realistic in its foreign policy objectives. They knew the reason why this war was ignited right now. They know that the United States financial system is being downgraded. The European economy is practically non-existent because Europe is completely under the colony of the United States. It's a colony of the United States. And that the power in the West is waning. So the West is looking for trouble. So Saudi is not trying to give them opportunity to bomb back. It's trying to give them opportunity while also navigating away or pivoting away from the West. Did you know that for the first time in history, there is ongoing 1 million barrel of crude oil transaction between Saudi Arabia and China that is settled in yuan? And what may shock you is that the transaction is even being settled in digital yuan. Or did you know that nearly 70% of the armament that are coming to Saudi Arabia most recently are coming from China? Or did you also know that the Saudi Vision 2030 arrangement was meant with massive technology procurement coming from China, especially the same Huawei the United States sanctioned? Saudis are not trying to give them opportunity to start bombing. And you need to also understand that the Saudi applied to join BRICS. That is a red line to petrodollar. And if Saudi join BRICS, 90% of global energy reserves is going to be managed within the BRICS belt. So it means that the West is losing it on the energy war, on the technology war, and in geopolitical war. While pivoting away, the Saudis are trying to be very careful not to provoke a situation whereby the West will now take that as an opportunity to bomb everything, reset everything, and force back the global order to come to their terms. Because that's what they are looking for. And that's what the Middle East is trying to avoid. That's why you see Iran is being careful, and also Turkey is being very careful. Russia is being very careful. That's the game. So we need to look at the whole concept of the geopolitical setting that is coming up and how many countries are pivoting away from the Western dominated world order. Because what gave West advantage is their institution. They have what is called institutional advantages, like the United Nations, the World Bank, the IMF, the Bank of International Settlement, the SWIFT system, World Trade Organization. All these things are now dead. No, you don't need to be a soothsayer to know that United Nations is gone. What World Trade Organization will you need when you have the BRICS countries settling transactions among themselves using BRIC currency? What again do you need with SWIFT system when there are digital central banking digital settlement system that was established for digital yuan that is now allowing transaction in digital yuan? Russia has been doing that, Iran is doing that, now Saudi have joined the queue. What SWIFT system do you need? What IMF do you need, or World Bank that Alipay of Alibaba has more deposit, more liquid cash than the World Bank reserve? So you see, the whole world is pivoting completely away from the West. The West have destroyed themselves with so much war, propaganda, fake news, and selfishness. God has given them strong leadership of the world, but they took it as personal property, tried to dehumanize everybody, hide behind lies and deceit and hypocrisy, and now it's coming back to haunt them. And the Saudis is trying to pivot away. Now Saudi is going to be fully admitted into BRICS by January this year. By August next year, there will be BRICS summit in Russia, where I hope that our president visited Saudi Arabia recently, the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, may likely be invited by the Saudi Arabia to join BRICS countries in the upcoming BRICS summit that is coming in Russia in the year 2024. That's what it's looking like. The energy domain has completely shifted towards the BRICS. What is the stand of the Western powers? That's the question we need to ask. And I think Saudi is being strategic, approaching a survivalist, and trying not to be provocational or confrontational to the interests of the West that wants total war and destruction. Meanwhile, the New World wants to live and survive.